Yo, welcome back to Driver View. This your boy Driver View. So we're gonna continue my story time. Now we're gonna talk about my experience with training. Last video I told you why I started driving. So now we're gonna talk about my training. And I had a female driver. That's a white lady, older white lady who had been driving for like 20 years, and she had a sweet run. And I got lucky because she was from the same city. Well, not the same city. She was probably like 20 minutes from the city that I'm from, so I didn't have to be with someone who wasn't from the same place I was. So that was sweet. And she had a sweet run. So it was going from Florida to Michigan or Iowa back to Chicago. So that was sweet. So from the Dallas, I took a flight because I wasn't doing the bus. They tried to give me a bus ticket from Florida to Dallas. Said no. So I took a flight from Florida to Dallas to train. I took a flight from Dallas to Chicago to get with my trainer. I met up with my trainer. She was good. I mean, I had no complaints about my trainer, and since she had a sweet run, I didn't have to do a whole lot of going to different states and everything. So that was pretty good. She was clean. I was clean, and everything was good. And I think I did pretty good with training. I think she loved me because off rip, how some people complain about the trainers complain about the trainees that don't want to drive. Hey, I got into this to go full throttle. So when I got with her, I went full throttle, 10 hours of driving. So she loved me. So we started out real good. She did her 10, I did my 10, and we got everything done quicker than when she was doing it by herself. So we was able to pick up other runs once we got to Chicago to do other things. So she made more money. So she had no problem with me whatsoever, and I had no problem with her. She made sure I ate. Like I say, took showers. Sleeping arrangements was the same as everybody else. I had my sleeping bag. And now that was the only thing that I had to get used to, was riding in the back of this goddamn cab while she was driving. I couldn't do it. It took me probably about a week to actually go to sleep. It also took her a week to actually get some sleep because, as people being trainers, they got to get used to the driver. And it only took her about a week to get used to me because she seen when I came in, I did my drive time straight, no breaks besides the 30-minute breaks that I took, and everything was good. So it was a real good experience. And to most people who can't handle the situation of being with a female driver, it all depends on how it is. So I respect any female who get in with a male driver. Everything is about respect. You're there to do one thing, that's to train a driver as a trainer, and the trainee, you're there to listen to the trainer and get things done so you can get on your own. I hear people complaining all the time about how their trainer was and how their trainee was. I hear a lot of stories about people. Sometimes, it just depends on the person. But one thing as a trainee, when you get on that truck with that trainer, that's their truck. So you got to abide by how they want you to drive. If the speed limit's 70 and they're telling you, hey, you have to do 60, you have to do 60. That's their truck. If they want it clean a certain way, have your stuff packed a certain way, you have to have it packed a certain way because that's their truck. You know, a lot of trainees get on here and complain, hey man, listen, you're only there for a certain period of time. Just get the job done. Just get it done now. Don't get me wrong. It might be some trainees that, you know, especially these young guys, the stories that I hear, the young females, they just not ready. They think trucking is just holding the steering wheel. You know, sometimes it's just holding the steering wheel. You know, hey, from A to B. But what I do is LTL work. So, and if you want to do LTL work, guess what? You're going to have to get to that city, make the delivery, get done making the deliveries, pick up the deliveries, and keep it moving. There's a difference between OTR and LTL. You know, the OTR drivers, they get to pick up a load from A and drive it straight to B. That's it. Nothing else. You know, but being an LTL driver is different. You got to make deliveries. You got to make pickups. So it's a little more hustle and bustle with doing it. So that's one thing that drivers need to understand too. Pick what you want to do. Because there's a lot of drivers that come over to this company and they don't like it because it's stops. You got to do stops, and they not with the stops. And then we also have a session where they go terminal to terminal too. So a lot of them go over that way, but then complain about they're not making no money. Yeah, I learned real early with my trainer. She told me, hey, you know, it's good that people want to go terminal to terminal, but if you want to make the money, you need to do LTL, which is the deliveries and the pickups. So when I came, hey, that's what I wanted to do, LTL. And I haven't stopped doing LTL since, even though I added some city work to it. But that's another story. Another story on another time. But yeah, my experience with my trainer, my trainee was, my trainee with my trainer was pretty good. And on the next story time, I'm gonna tell you some stories about me and her. You know, even though it was a short period of time, hey, it was fun, and we got in some situations that I'm gonna share on the next video. This your boy Driver View. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll catch you on another one. Sweet.